ScholarTrack orientation. Tracking your progress towards earning your 21st Century Scholarship is simple. ScholarTrack is an online tool that will help guide you through the Scholar Success Program, a series of activities that all 21st Century Scholars, starting with the class of 2017, must complete in high school to earn their 21st Century Scholarship. ScholarTrack will allow you to review the Scholar Success Program requirements for each grade level, find resources to help you complete the requirements, and record and track your progress towards completion. Beginning with the graduating high school class of 2017, all students enrolled in the 21st Century Scholars Program must sign up for a ScholarTrack account and record their Scholar Success Program activities. This presentation will walk you through the steps that you must complete in order to create a ScholarTrack account and report your Scholar Success Program activities. This presentation will advance automatically, but you can pause it at any time by pressing the pause button. You may also repeat any section of this presentation using the menu on the right. Creating a ScholarTrack account. To access ScholarTrack, go to the 21st Century Scholars homepage at www.scholars.in.gov and click on the ScholarTrack link at the top right-hand side of the page. If you already have a ScholarTrack account, you can log in using the email and password you established when you created your account. But if you are creating your account for the first time today, this is the welcome page that you will go to every time you log into ScholarTrack. To begin the process of creating an account, click on the green box that says New Student Account. Make sure you hit New Student Account here and not New School Account. In order to create your ScholarTrack account, you must enter your Scholar ID number and date of birth. Your Scholar ID number was assigned to you when you first enrolled in the program. If you don't have your Scholar ID number, don't worry. You can look it up by selecting the Click Here to Look Up Your Scholar ID link in the middle of the page. In order to look up your Scholar ID in our system, you will need to know your Social Security number. If you don't know your Social Security number offhand, check with your parent or guardian. To look up your Scholar ID, you'll be taken to a page where you can check your enrollment status. In other words, this page tells you whether or not you are enrolled in the 21st Century Scholars Program and will also include your Scholar ID number. Type in your name, select your date of birth, and enter your Social Security number without dashes. The information you enter here must match exactly how it was entered when you first enrolled in the 21st Century Scholars Program. If you spell your name differently, mistype your date of birth, or enter the wrong Social Security number, your record will not be found. After you complete all fields, click Check Enrollment Status. If you have entered everything correctly and your record is found, you will receive an enrolled message at the bottom of the page, and your Scholar ID and enrollment year will be listed. This is a good time to copy down your Scholar ID so you have it for future reference. If you do not receive the enrolled message, carefully check your entries to make sure they are accurate. Make corrections if necessary and hit Check Enrollment Status again. If you still don't receive the enrolled message, contact the 21st Century Scholars Office at scholars.in.gov or call 888-528-4719 for assistance. If you are successful in looking up your Scholar ID, simply navigate back to the student registration page. Enter your Scholar ID that you wrote down in the previous step and your date of birth, then click Proceed. Next, you will be taken to the student information page. Here you will have a chance to review and update the contact information for you and a parent or legal guardian, as well as your school information. You will also enter the email address that you will use to log into your ScholarTrack account after it's created. Here are a few important things to keep in mind. First, it's critical that you review your contact information and the information listed for a parent or guardian carefully, and that you make sure your school information is correct. Make sure that your middle school and high school you are attending or planning to attend are listed correctly. Throughout your high school career, you will receive important messages from the 21st Century Scholars Program by phone, U.S. mail, and through your school. If your contact and school information is not up to date, you could miss important deadlines, resources, and updates regarding your 21st Century Scholarship. Not only should you review and update your contact and school information now, but every time you log into ScholarTrack. It is your responsibility to make sure your contact information is up to date. Second, make sure that the email address you list here is one that you frequently use and that you know how to access. In other words, you must know the password and be able to access the email account you wish to use. When you have completed your ScholarTrack registration, a link to activate your ScholarTrack account will be emailed to you at the email address you provided. If you do not click on this link, your account will not be activated and you will not be able to log in to complete the required activities. So it's important that you use an email address that you check regularly. If you don't have a current active email account, now is a good time to set one up using a free site like Yahoo, Gmail, or Live.com. You may decide to use the email account of a parent or guardian with their permission, but once again, it has to be an email that you can access. Once you have reviewed and updated all required fields on the student information page, hit the Proceed button. The Verify Information page gives you one more chance to review and correct your student and school information. If you find an error, click the Edit link on the bottom of the page to make corrections. Otherwise, click Confirm and Proceed to go to the next section. On this page, you will create and confirm your ScholarTrack password. Like your email address, it's important that you select a password that you will remember. To help you remember your login information, write down the email address and password you used to create your ScholarTrack account. Be sure to keep this information in a safe place so you have them handy if you forget. After you create a password, you are almost there. The next step is to access your email account and look for the ScholarTrack email that was sent containing the activation link. This is why it's important to use an active email address during registration. Once you log into your email, you will find a message from ScholarTrack that looks like this. It should be in your inbox. If you don't see it there, check your junk mail folder. Once you open the email message, you will find information listing your account information and verification link in the body of the email that you must click on to activate your ScholarTrack account. After you've clicked on the verification link, you will be taken back to the Scholar Sign-In page. Simply enter your email address and your password, and you have officially logged into ScholarTrack. The first time you log into ScholarTrack, you will be taken to a welcome page providing you with an overview of the Scholar Success Program, or SSP requirements, including create or update your graduation plan, participate in an extracurricular or service activity, and complete the Paying for College 101 learning module. Once you have read the Scholar Success Program overview of the 9th grade requirements carefully, click on I agree, proceed to ScholarTrack to continue. Now you are officially in ScholarTrack. Each time you log in, you will be taken to your ScholarTrack student dashboard. Your dashboard shows you each of the Scholar Success Program requirements that you must complete each year of your high school career and provides you with a link where you can record that you've completed the activity. In some instances, a link is provided for you so that you can complete the activity online. Notice that on top of the left hand of the dashboard there is an Edit My Profile link. This is where you would go to update your personal or school information, should that change in the future. At the bottom of the page you'll find important announcements, messages, and resources. Review this section each time you log into ScholarTrack to make sure that you are aware of all important announcements and resources as that information is updated. When you are ready to start completing your 9th grade SSP activities, simply click on the link Complete It under each 9th grade SSP component. Let's take a quick look at each in turn, starting with Complete Your Graduation Plan. If you click on Complete It under Graduation Plan on your dashboard, you will be taken to the instruction page to complete your graduation plan. Like all SSP information on ScholarTrack, read this information carefully. The good news is that Indiana law requires all students enrolled in a public school in Indiana to complete a high school graduation plan in school, so chances are you have already completed your graduation plan. Graduation plans are often completed in one of 3 ways depending on your school. 1. During high school orientation. 2. During a one-on-one meeting with your school counselor, and 3, through a classroom visit conducted by a school counselor. High school orientation typically occurs during the end of your 8th grade year, while meeting with your school counselor one-on-one or in a classroom setting to complete your graduation plan happens during the first semester of your freshman year of high school. It's very important that you know not only when and how you completed your graduation plan, but what's in it. If this is not something you know, please check with your school counselor. Make sure that you review and update your graduation plan every year. Your education through high school and college can take you many places, and as you move through high school, it's natural for you to review and sometimes change the career path that you want to follow. If your career plans change, work with your guidance counselor to make sure the graduation plan you've outlined fits in with your educational needs and goals for the future. Remember, your graduation plan is all about you, and it's okay to change your mind about your interests and goals. Another option is to complete the graduation plan online using Indiana Career Explorer. You will find special instructions, including the link to the Indiana Career Explorer site on ScholarTrack for completing your graduation plan online. When you click on the link to Indiana Career Explorer, a new tab in your web browser will open and take you to a login page. Create an account if you do not already have one, or log into Indiana Career Explorer and begin working on your graduation plan. Once you have completed your graduation plan and you've updated it to match your current career and educational goals, it's time to record its completion in ScholarTrack by clicking on Proceed to the next step at the bottom of the page. On the next page, you'll need to answer a few questions and provide some details regarding your graduation plan. When you're ready to answer the question asking for your diploma type, you must select Core 40 or higher. Part of your 21st Century Scholar Pledge that you signed when you enrolled includes earning at least a Core 40 diploma to receive the scholarship. If you are not on track to complete a Core 40, talk to your school counselor or a teacher you are comfortable with to discuss how you can be on track to earn at least a Core 40 diploma. You will need at least a Core 40 to earn your 21st Century Scholarship, but the more advanced your diploma type, the more choices you'll have on where you can go to college, and the more prepared you will feel to succeed in college. A Core 40 with academic or technical honors will give you more choices on where you can go to college and could even result in more opportunities for additional scholarships and grants. After you've completed all required fields and checked appropriate boxes, hit Save and Finish. Click on Return to Dashboard. You'll be taken back to your student dashboard, but you'll notice that the gray Complete Your Graduation Plan button is now orange. Congratulations! That means you've completed and recorded one of the 3 9th grade SSP requirements. Now let's look at the next requirement. Participate in an extracurricular or service activity. Unlike the graduation plan, an extracurricular or service activity is not something you can do online. It may not be something that you've already done, and it can be activities that are done inside or outside of school. Extracurricular activities refers to activities that are done through school, but outside your regular class schedule and can include things like participating in band, athletics, chorus, theater, or the school newspaper. Service activities is just another way of saying volunteer activities. These activities can include things inside or outside of school, but should be closely aligned with a career interest or passion that you have. For example, if you are interested in working with children, volunteering to help with your elementary school aftercare program might be a good fit. If you enjoy working with animals, volunteering with your local animal shelter might be something that you could do. You may also find some service activity opportunities through your church or religious group. Choosing the right extracurricular or service activity is critical. Not only will the opportunity provide you with a meaningful experience, but it will help you develop certain skills such as time management, as well as to give you knowledge and insight that will help you build your resume and prepare for college success. You may even wish to continue your service activity throughout your high school career and include that in your college application. Under choosing an activity, you will find helpful tips and resources that will help you choose an activity that is both meaningful and positively impacts your future success. Once you've completed your extracurricular or service activity, it's time to record it in ScholarTrack. Simply click on the Proceed to the Next Step button at the bottom of the page and fill out all required fields. Here are a few tips that will help you fill out this section successfully. First, even if you have completed many extracurricular and service activities, you only need to record one here. Simply choose the one that you found most meaningful or that lines up most closely with your educational or career goals. For total hours, list the number of hours you spent on the activity using numbers only. Do not include letters or words in this answer. In the field asking who can verify that you participated in this activity, list the name of the coach, teacher, or adult from the organization that you worked with and reported to for the activity. If you don't know this person's direct phone number or email address, list the email or phone number of the school or outside organization that the person is associated with. Don't forget to click Save and Finish when you are done. Now that you're back at your ScholarTrack dashboard, your extracurricular and service activity have been recorded too. You have now completed 2 of 3 steps for your 9th grade Scholar Success Program. Let's look at the 3rd step. Watch Paying for College 101. To access and view this online presentation, click on Complete It from the dashboard. ScholarTrack will take you to a page providing an overview of the Paying for College 101 presentation, including the topics that will be covered and the information that you should understand after viewing it. Go ahead and read the overview, then click on the presentation link to the presentation. Once you've viewed the presentation, click on Proceed to the Next Step to complete this activity. You will be taken to an automated presentation where an expert will walk you through the information on each slide. If you have speakers on your computer, please make sure the volume is on, or you might want to use headphones if you are in a computer lab. Although the presentation plays automatically, you can pause it at any time or move backwards or forwards by using the navigation button at the bottom of each slide. If you are unable to access the audio, you can select the Notes tab on the right side of the presentation to receive additional information for each slide. Pay close attention to the presentation. It includes critical information about preparing and paying for college, as well as what you will need to do to get the most out of your 21st Century Scholarship. Take notes on the presentation. You will be answering questions about what you learned once the presentation is complete. Once you're done watching Paying for College 101, you will be taken to a new ScholarTrack page where you will be asked to answer some questions to show that you have a good understanding of what you have learned. Simply check the appropriate boxes and hit Save and Finish at the bottom of the page. You do not have to record all of your Scholar Success Program activities at once, but you can log back into ScholarTrack to record your activities as they are completed. As you enter the 10th, 11th, and 12th grades, you'll need to record completion of new Scholar Success Program activities for each year through ScholarTrack. Always remember to check your dashboard to make sure that activities that you've completed are now highlighted in the orange box. If the box is still gray, completion of the Scholar Success Program activity has not been recorded. If you have any questions, please feel free to call the 21st Century Scholars office or contact us by email. You may also visit our website at scholars.in.gov.